Hey everybody, Reefgrrl here, and welcome to Reefgrrl Live. I am so happy you could make it. The whole idea here is to have some fun, chat, get some questions answered, maybe show off what you're doing, and get to know each other a little bit better. So sit back, relax, grab a drink. The stream is about to begin. Hey everybody, Reefgrrl here, and welcome to my live stream. Somebody asked me to do that, so there you go, whoever that was. Okay, we have lots of people in here already, 11 watching to start, and Broke Reef Man 45 was first tonight. That's great. Hey Broke Reef Man, hey Tony Close. I'm not sure if it's close or close. Hi Jessica J. Braveheart Reefer 525. Straight Reefer, nice to see you. American Reefing is here. Skookumchuck Reefer, hey David. Who else have we got? Woohoo, Reefgrrl. Everyone got their favorite beverage? Yes, I have my water bottle full of rooibos tea with 2% milk. So there you go. Nothing more exciting than that, because after a while I would just start to slur my words and nobody wants to hear that. So what else we got going on here? Everybody's saying hi to everybody else. That's good. The invitation I sent out tonight was to about 30 people, and these are past guests plus anyone this week who's contacted me to ask for the link. If you contacted me and I missed you and you did not receive an email with an invitation, please just send me an email to reefgrrl@gmail.com and I will send you out the link and we can get going. You don't need the link to watch the stream, obviously, because you guys are all watching. You need the link to come into the studio and talk or share your tank or ask questions or just generally chat. So yeah, that's what that link is for. Who else we got? Oh, American Reefer is getting everything back on track from the crash. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that stage where you get up every morning and you go and look at your tank and you just hope it's that little bit better than it was yesterday and that you have no new problems. So hopefully you're in that situation and it's getting better every day. Who do we have? We have Skookumchuck in the studio. Let's bring him in. Hey, Skookumchuck, how are you doing?
Having a great time. I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good, and we can hear you. Oh, good. I think everyone in the chat.
Concept for a change, yeah.
Hey, Derby City Reefer. Oh, power outage back in June. Oh, yep. That can really set you back. Definitely.
See if it'll make a difference. I don't know if everybody would rather have it blue or more white.
I don't know. Have you got any of the magic orange filters?
I don't. I wish I did. I have nothing like that, and yeah, what's available is inappropriate. Oh well. I should probably just set this in one place. I remember when my whole aquarium looked like this. Oh, it looked like dog's hair like everywhere.
Oh.
It was just awful. There was a day. Unfortunately, that's gone. I found the more corals I put in, the less algae there was. And I'm a big fan of snails.
Good. Oh, we've got Lynette Nagreet. Hello. Nice to see you. I don't think I've seen your name in the chat before. Glad you could join us. Benny Fernandez made it home on time from the Frag swap. Oh, that's awesome. Benny, I sent you the link, I believe. So if you can, maybe you can come in and show us what you got today. Bongo's Reef, hello. I think I mentioned Bongo's Reef last time, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I was talking to someone. But if you guys want to see really very, very well-crafted videos, check out Bongo's Reef. And they're short, no big time commitment, and they're really well done. So take a look there. Benny. Ha ha ha. Benny's laughing. Hey, Bert Minshew. Nice to see you. Pajama cardinals. How many do you have there, Scoop?
2 pajama cardinals. Currently in the aquarium, there are the 2 pajama cardinals, 2 Banggai cardinals, 1 ochre cardinal, and a glass cardinal, which I was actually more impressed with the longer I see that thing. It's got some really interesting colors depending on the shade of the light.
Oh, nice.
The 2 clownfish, and they're actually really active the last 3 or 4 days. Their NEM has been moving around a whole bunch, and they've actually explored more of the aquarium than they have in the last probably 3 years. Today's actually a 5-year anniversary for this tank.
Wow.
I don't know how old it is because under the far end it says Expo 86 on some paperwork, but I've had it. It showed up with the moving van 5 years ago today.
Wow. Hey, Calypso's Reefs. Nice to see you. We have Benny. Benny's aquarium's in the studio or in the waiting room. Let's bring him in. Hey, Benny.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Calypso's got some really
So
cool
did you
stuff
pick
as
anything
well.
up today?
Yeah,
Yep, very nice.
I actually did. I have some 6 euphyllias, I believe, that I got, and 1 stick acro.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what-
So I literally just got into our apartment, so I figured, give me a few minutes to set it up, and I'll share it with you guys.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll just fix the camera up.
Yep.
I wanted to share with you guys my new project that I made.
Okay.
I made this stand right there. Actually, I covered with a curtain. But actually, instead of buying a stand, actually made it on my own. I got a couple of 4x4s, 4x2s, screwed them up together.
Gotta get a better stand.
And then I got the tank, the 40-gallon breeder tank.
Nice.
That's nice.
So Benny,
yeah,
you had a
Yep.
cube, you had a nano cube before, right? With a center structure.
Yep,
Was that you?
Yep, that was me.
And you still have it?
I still have it. Let's go around over here. It's empty right now. I have it
Okay.
upside down.
Right. So you set up the 40 breeder to move everything into. Oh, that's nice.
Right. Oh, sorry about that little baby crying in the background. But yeah.
Life
Sorry
goes
about
on.
That looks good.
Yeah, it took me for the stand, it took me about 30 minutes to screw everything in. So like I mentioned before, I have 4x4 as the legging of the tank. Then I had 4x2s for the I guess you would say it for the beam to hold across.
Nice.
And then I put a plywood about it's kind of, let's see, the plywood is about a 1/4 inch thick.
Right.
And then actually put a leveling mat so that it won't slip.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Hey Benny.
Yeah.
We'll let you get set up with your scores from today. Jessica's asking if she can see the glass cardinal again in Skookumchuck's tank.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be on mute.
We'll go over here and we'll see Skookumchuck if you can find your glass cardinal.
What would you like to see?
The glass cardinal again.
The glass cardinal.
Yeah. And hey, useless reefer. Bert Minshew is doing some testing and watching some and water change and watching some Reefgrrl. Well, that's nice.
He doesn't want to be on camera right now. There's an assessor fish as well. I'm not sure where it's at the moment.
Hey, Calypso's Reefs. Hope you're doing well.
So see, I thought the anemone that the clownfish had would be dividing or splitting because
Oh,
it's a
there he
full
is.
moon.
There's the
And it's
glass
been very
cardinal.
active. There it is. Yep.
There it is right there. I always thought they were tiny fish. They really are a decent size, aren't they?
He's a bit bigger than about the size of a toonie, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's an accurate enough description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all of you people who aren't Canadian, a toonie is a $2 coin, and our $1 coin has an engraving of a loon on it, which is kind of a national wild bird. And so we call our $1 coin a loonie. And so, of course, the $2 coin is a toonie. And the $2 coin is, what would you say there, David? Like maybe an inch and a quarter across? Something like that? Inch and a half, maybe? It's a fairly, it's
Probably
fairly,
about, yeah, an inch and a half, inch and 3/4 across, yeah,
yeah,
in diameter.
yeah. Jessica says, thanks. It's an interesting looking fish. Oh, hey, Jay Carey. I missed you before. Who else did I miss? Saying, little bit of a reef. Hello. Nice to see you here. I'm really doing my best to keep up with the chat and at least say hi to everybody as they come in. We have 21 people right now watching.
Hey, everybody, don't forget to, if you haven't subscribed to Reefgrrl's channel, don't forget to like.
Awesome. I wonder if you did put some more white lights on there, would the fish look different? Would we be able to see more of the colors in it, do you think?
See if I can change it a bit. If you go more blue. Oh, hang on. That's off, not blue. I'll turn the intensity up and see if that makes any kind of a difference.
I'm keeping my eye on you,
The camera
Benny.
really doesn't. I'm gonna have to get one of those green gels or orange gels, like you were saying.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm just trying to set everything up here.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on your little icon here on my screen so that I know when you're ready.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Actually, I can't tell if it's facing forward or backward right now.
Oh, we see a tank.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
He's going into hiding now because the lights changed.
Hey, T40. What's up with you? T40 says, much love to everybody. Back at ya.
Hey, T40, having a great day, I hope.
What's that little fish there, Skook? The little tiny skinny one.
Eating off the nori on the clip there. Yeah, that's a zebra barred goby, I think, or a barred goby.
Oh. And everybody, if you haven't seen this tank before, it is 12 feet long. And it's 400-ish gallons. And that's why it takes a little while to cruise through the tank and look for the fish.
There's a few things there, yeah. And places for everybody to hide when they want to.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 peppermint shrimp and 2 fire shrimp in the aquarium at the moment.
Yeah.
So a total of 4. I did have some skunk cleaner shrimp, but they ended up actually they were really fun to watch for a bit. The fire shrimp will clean the fish when they let them, and again depending on the shrimp. But the skunk cleaner shrimp pretty much starved and then ate the the pink spiny. Oh, I want to say nudibranch, but it's not a nudibranch. Cucumber.
Oh, you're kidding.
And they wouldn't let it feed. They'd keep robbing They'd keep robbing it of its food.
Oh.
And unfortunately, they helped it come to its demise, which was kind of too bad. They're no longer in the aquarium. One got sold to a friend, and I can't remember what happened to the other one. I didn't have it with garlic butter.
Not much meat on those things, is there?
No.
Here's Here's
I mean,
GTA 5 vids. This is not a good story. He got a frag today with a Monty eating nudibranch. Wow. If you have anywhere to keep it that's not your display tank, or keep it on a frag rack in your display tank away from everything, that's usually where I put new frags, is right at the glass, so that they can't, if there is anything on them, they're less likely to spread, because there might be eggs. And yeah,
thank
you
God
won't.
for it.
Yeah. Sorry there, Skook, I interrupted you.
I interrupted. Sorry, I should be apologizing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and Reefgrrl's here. Hey, Phil. He's dropping his thumbs up and strapping on some headphones. Nice. He's working on a leaky kitchen sink. That doesn't sound like fun.
That sounds like a real treat.
Hey, Drama D.
Is the leak in the top or the bottom of the sink?
Yeah, I don't. Leaky kitchen sink. I wonder if it's the drain part. Are those gorgonians you've got there?
They are, yeah. They're not. I bumped them earlier, so they kind of closed up. This one's open a little bit, but not as much as usual. And if I feed them directly, after a week, the polyps get really quite large and furry.
Right.
But, yeah, that's been fragged many times. This one.
And are those
there's a few
two?
around the tank, and I saw two.
Are those two fire shrimp you got right there in the middle? Just below, yeah.
Those would be, yeah, those are the fire shrimp. And, yeah, they do. The bigger fish let them clean them once in a while to swim up there and hang out. I don't know that we'll have any luck watching that today. Yeah, this Blasto is all closed up for the moment.
Bright lights in his eyes. Maybe he didn't like the bright lights in his eyes.
Could be. The nem is actually right underneath the sea urchin there. I don't know if anybody can see it in the shade. The clownfish are, I guess, I don't know. They're just swimming around. I haven't seen them do this for a long time. Since they've had that anemone, they haven't really moved more than maybe at the most 10 inches away from it.
Right. Hey, Johnny Martinez.
They certainly.
Yeah, do you, so they'll look for the light though, right? So it probably won't stay there. Or maybe the urchin moved there. Yeah. Calypso says he lost, oh, sorry. Calypso says he lost one of his fire shrimp this week. Unknown reasons. My fire shrimp molted today. And that's always scary because when you see the molt, it's the same color as the shrimp. It's not pale like other molts. It's bright red. Yeah.
There we go.
It can be confusing sometimes, especially depending. Yeah, you could think that perhaps the shrimp's having a really bad day.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny Martinez is ready. Has a beer and a knapsack. Awesome. So how's it going there, Benny? Are you
I am somewhat ready. I just want to see if I can. How's the camera? Do you see the tank?
Yep. Here, let me pop all of us up here. You're in the bottom middle.
Okay, now I see it. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see if I can fix this camera. Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay.
So how you guys doing? How you doing? What's going on?
Hey, Chad Kurtz. Well, I'm still in the hunt for buying a new house. We've made some steps forward this week, and it's looking like if this works out, it's going to be December when we move, which I'm liking because yeah, it gives me lots of time to get the new tank cycled and a little bit mature. So yeah, if it works out.
Nice. I got some nice yeah. Nice white wine ready for you.
Awesome. I still have 2 bottles of champagne, the little miniature ones in my fridge from my daughter's wedding shower in 2015. So,
There's a celebratory.
yeah, I guess. I didn't
That's gonna be an invite.
There's a
That's gonna be an
celebration.
evite coming up soon.
yeah, I didn't open one up when the baby was born, but definitely for the new house that's going to be coming out, I think. So are you ready there, Benny? Can I put you
So
full
I have
screen?
a quick question.
Sure.
Yeah, you can.
Here we
I
go.
just have a quick question since I don't have any regular coral hydrogen peroxide, but what I do have is a regular hydrogen peroxide. Can I use that to dip the new corals I got?
Is it 3%?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the stuff you get in the grocery store.
3%.
It should say on the
I use
bottom.
Yeah,
hydrogen peroxide
that's what I
for
have right
cleaning the
now for.
blast and the equipment.
What's that?
I use hydrogen
This
peroxide
bottle
for
right
cleaning
here.
glass and equipment, but I've never used it for cleaning corals.
Yep, the 3% you can use,
Okay.
but I wouldn't dip anything for more than 2 minutes. So what you
Right.
Billy, you know who has got a video? A video. Billy Pipes has a video about dipping zoanthids in hydrogen
Right.
peroxide, and he's got very specific instructions. And basically, no more than 2 minutes, and then you don't even rinse them. You just put them straight back in the tank, and you'll see all kinds of little bubbles and whatever.
I did see that.
Yeah. Now that was for algae, and I use it on. I have used it on other corals for algae. Hydrogen peroxide will also kill bubble algae, I have learned.
Hmm.
If you dip it for the 2 minutes,
Oh,
it will take care of bubble
excellent.
algae.
So,
Yeah.
right.
This looks nice,
That is
Benny.
excellent. That is awesome. Sweet, sweet, sweet stuff. So I'll probably do that today since I bought, I'd say I bought about 6 euphyllias.
Whoa.
That'll be
Hey,
a
wow.
couple of torches, then hammer. Then I think I might have one acro that was given to me for free. So I I'm sorry, I just came back from the New England Frag Farmers Market. It was my first time going to a Frag event or
Oh,
coral and fish
really?
event.
And what did you think of it?
Unfortunately, I only had 1 hour spare because they were shutting it down. Came there a little too late. But it was interesting. The Frag Farmers Market. I'm not sure if you guys been to one. You probably have, right?
Yep. My first coral show was about 3 years ago.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Did I lose you guys?
We can hear you. Hello?
Sounds quite often like
Did I lose
talking
connection?
in a culvert.
Here, let me.
There, that's clear.
Are you there? Are you there, Benny?
I am having some audio technical
That's cleared it up a
difficulties,
lot.
guys.
There you go.
I can't hear anybody. Let me try and figure this out. Let me just take my AirPods out. And
Hey, Jay Engel.
thanks. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Hello. All right, I'm gonna reset because apparently I lost audio connection, so I'm not sure what happened.
Okay.
So give me a few. I'll be right back.
Okay, here's a comment from Jessica about the concentration of zoanthids. So she would use a lower concentration. I've done it using the 3% from the grocery store. You can get stronger hydrogen peroxide from beauty supply places and from plumbing supply and places like that. Some of it is very strong, and I wouldn't use that. But the 3% I've found to be safe. So as long as you don't go over 2 minutes. But Jessica has had experience with problems, so I guess always it's always a risk trying these things. Hey, Mermaids Reef, Jay Engel, Sean's Fish Tanks. Nice to see you. Jay Engel says 1 hour and 6 frags. His wallet is lucky he didn't spend 3 hours there. Oh, yeah. Let's put it back on you here, Skookum Chuck. Oh, did I hide you? There we go. Sorry. Those zoanthus look nice. Are they fire and ice?
I honestly don't know the names of any of them. I used to, but I don't anymore. I'd be lying if I said what they were. I think there's some up near the Hammerhead Yellow Brick Road or something like that. No. These might be like Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, I've had Yellow Brick Road in the
and
past.
Then it's
yeah.
just guessing at the name. Maybe those are Rastas.
Yeah.
There's like 2, 4, 6 polyps up there, I think. And I should get some lenses and be able to zoom in, and
Yeah.
that would improve things a lot.
Hey, Tyler D. A couple other people have dipped. GTA 5 Vids has dipped Favia and Zoanthids for 5 minutes at 50/50. What I've done is take the little spray bottles you can get at the dollar store for $1.25, and I spray the areas that I want to hit while it's out of the water, and then I just take it and set it back in the tank. And all kinds of bubbles are everywhere, and that also works well on algae. So no dip involved, but a direct spray with the 3% on the areas that I want to clean up. Whoa, we got a super chat. Thanks, John. Good evening, everyone. Love the Saturday live streams. I love all the people in the chat that participate and ask questions. And yeah, this is great. I appreciate super chat, John. Thank you. And if anybody has not run across Blue Carbon Reefing, check him out. He's holding a giveaway right now for his 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1,000 followers on Insta. And I think he's pretty close. I didn't look today because we were out all day. I think he's pretty close on Insta and within a couple hundred on YouTube. And contest ends March 31st, or 1,000 on each platform, whatever comes first. So take a few minutes and go check him out if you haven't already and watch that video. It's, yep. Sorry there, Scoop.
Definitely have.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Jessica says she would use 50/50 salt water to 3% hydrogen peroxide for a few minutes, not 100% hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, that might be good advice to start if you've not done it before, just to get a sense of how your corals respond. And we've got Hector. Haven't seen Benny. He might be having trouble getting back. Let's get Hector in here. There he is.
Hello.
Everyone's blue except me.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Relaxing home.
I can do that.
How you doing, Scooter?
I'm pretty good. Yourself, man?
All good. All good here in a quiet house. Just listening to the fish tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Family left to Massachusetts. They left me. I was home alone.
Oh boy, are they going on a holiday or to visit family?
My girl's girlfriend birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think her niece or her.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. They always leave me behind.
Yeah. And you're not there's no way you're a party pooper. There's no way you're a party pooper, are you, Hector?
Not at all.
You kind of strike me as a party animal.
Yep.
Yeah,
no,
awesome.
I heard what is the kid's name? Benny?
Benny, yep.
Yeah, I heard him talking about the Frag market. I didn't go. I was supposed to go today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but my brakes went off on the car, so that needed to be
Uh-oh.
fixed. Yeah. So I had to leave it for next year.
Yeah, we have the Niagara Coral Show coming up in a few weeks.
Nice, nice.
And it's Saturday and Sunday. And get this, Mike Paletta and Sanjay Yoshi are going to be there.
Oh, cool.
So that's on the
That should be good.
Saturday. Yep. And I can only go one day because, of course, we're busy with getting the house ready to sell. So I'm going to go one day, the Saturday. It opens at 11. The speakers start at 12. I'm going straight in the door and upstairs, and I'm going to camp outside that door so I get a seat.
Perfect.
Because it's going to be pretty popular, I think.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I can't buy any coral. So, I mean, look behind me. This is my
I know.
tank. It's pure insanity. So it's going to be hard, but I cannot come home with any coral. I have no space for it.
That's what we say.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've said this before.
My friend called me. I was going with a friend, and he said, "You know what? You don't need to buy nothing. Just come with me and just do your video. And nobody." I said, "Come on, man. Come on.
That's almost cruel."
Yeah, and see you buying, and I'm not gonna buy. No.
Yeah. Well, I do have some dry goods and stuff that I want to pick up, and I've checked with a couple of the vendors to make sure it's going to be there.
Okay.
So I mean, at least I save some shipping. The shipping I save will cover the cost of my ticket. Sorry, David?
What do you pay, if you don't mind my asking? I don't know if you're using reef crystals or what salt you're using, but how much a bucket do you pay
I
on your end of the
I use Fritz, the blue box, and it costs for the 4 bags, so that it's like 50 gallons per bag, so that I can actually carry it, because we can't carry a 200-gallon box. So I get the 4 bags. It's $85 per box. That's Canadian dollars, of course. And I got some Tropic Marin salt. I mix the two together, the Fritz and the Tropic Marin. 30% Fritz to 70% Tropic Marin, roughly. And after Reefapalooza Chicago, I got a couple of coupons from BRS for, I think, $40 off. It was ridiculous. It was a really good deal.
Nice.
And
sounds it.
so I ordered 2 buckets, and I had them delivered to the US address. So the net cost of the Tropic Marin, just the Pro Reef, was $66 US, which translated to somewhere around $85, $89 Canadian. But if I buy that stuff in Canada from the Canadian supplier, it's $189 for that bucket.
Wow.
It's twice the price of Fritz.
Oh, that's like gouge.
Yeah. It's bad. So anyway, I'm going to get it as a deal whenever I can.
In shark water then.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Oh, here's just to finish off the zoanthid and peroxide before Benny's back. I'll bring him back in. GTA 5 vids. I think this is good advice. If you hold them out of water before you dip them, to close them up and then dip, that is probably a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because
I think with any coral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, there's Egg Boy. He's going Saturday as well. Andy, maybe I'll see you there. I think you've been on here before commenting. I met you at Big Al's one day. Or no, that was at the Coral Show. That's what it was. All right. Okay, I'm losing my mind.
Turn the lights up. I really can see how dirty the glass is.
Hey, your lights look good right now, Skookum Chuck. Who's making the mess? Oh, that's you with the scraper?
I was cleaning the glass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Now I made the sandal. Oops. Well, it'll only be cloudy for a bit. Sorry about that. I was trying to clean that. I didn't realize how dirty the glass was till I turned the lights up.
Yeah.
And then I guess I got a vigorous clean in the sand.
The colors look good now.
Oh, well.
So Benny's back. So let's bring Benny in and see what he got today at the Frag swap.
I have to step away from you right back. So I'll just leave
okay.
there.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Hector? What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Not
There's
much, man. Not
Benny.
much. What's going on, everybody? Sorry about that. I thought I lost audio um a moment ago, so I thought it was my AirPods that was
Oh,
dying out.
right. So, Benny, are the corals you got today in your tank already, or do you still have them in the bags and you have to do all that stuff?
Actually, I'm gonna switch around over here. I'm gonna swing the camera around. I actually have it right here, trying to dip it. So I'm acclimating
Ah,
it right now.
Okay.
And then I actually don't have any coral hydrogen peroxide that I was mentioning earlier. So I was wondering if this 3% hydrogen peroxide mixed with the water that I have now would work
yeah, you can use regular
for
household. You can use it.
a couple of, I would say maybe for a couple of minutes, right? 2 minutes maybe, because I was
Yeah.
watching Billy Pipe's video on how to dip, and I think this might work. Just
But be careful with euphilia. I wouldn't dip the acro in peroxide.
right.
And the
Or you think that euphilia will be fine on it?
I don't know. I wouldn't risk the euphilia in peroxide. Their
Yeah.
tissue
Right.
is pretty delicate. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't take a chance. Not
I
peroxide.
see.
And Jessica was saying she feels you should mix it 50-50 with tank
Yeah.
water. Yeah, but I don't know. If it were me, I wouldn't take a chance on euphilia in peroxide. Um,
Right.
do you have any other dip like Revive or Reef dip or anything like that?
No, not today. Not tonight. Not
Oh
tonight.
man.
I know.
Do you have a magnifying glass and a bright light? Because
Ooh,
you can inspect them.
Where you from?
right. Me, I'm from Queens,
Oh, okay, okay, New
Queens, New
York.
York. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Man, if I would
I'm
have
in New
known, you
York.
would have stopped by on your way back home.
Oh, where you from?
Connecticut.
Dude, I was just there. I was at the farmers market, the
I
New
know.
England
I heard you. Yeah.
farmers market, and I came in late. I actually came in about an hour, a few hours before they
Yeah.
closed.
Wow.
And I was disappointed because I couldn't have enough time to walk around because there were a lot of choices. It was
Hey,
fun.
at least you made it there. I couldn't make it
Yeah,
to it. So
it was a good experience. I mean, I actually, the good part of it is I get to see everything and how it works.
that's good.
And the second part of it is I was able to bargain with
Mm-hmm,
a lot
mm-hmm.
of these
Yes.
vendors. So
Yep,
that's
Yeah.
yep.
one thing I like. I mean, I have few Euphilias here that I got for $100, and I was given this acro,
Mm-hmm,
I think
mm-hmm.
this stick. So it's actually not bad. Um, for the deals, I mean, I spent about $300 for uh, 7 frag items. So that was
Yep.
actually pretty cool. And yeah, if
Yeah.
I'd known you were close by, I would have stopped by and or maybe
Got
just
some dip.
maybe
but
took you over to the event.
but do what Cindy say, try to inspect them good.
Right,
Inspect them good, and if you got a pipette, blow the heck out of them. So
Yeah.
right, right,
make sure
right.
you get anything attached from them.
And if you have any kind of a frag rack that you can stick to the glass or close to the glass,
Yeah.
Right,
you can put them there for a few days and watch them and see if you see anything happening. And that'll give you a little bit of time to get some dip.
right, right. Which actually I do
Yeah,
have, so I'm gonna put them there temporarily and monitor them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I always do that because it's surprising what you can, well, like Aptasia that pop up in the middle of a nice frag of zoos.
Yep.
You don't
Out
see
of
it,
nowhere.
yeah,
right,
until it's sitting. And Do you remember the ones I had? Or if you remember, I was talking about the ones I got in November that I only just put on the rocks. Well, just as recently as a month ago, some Aptasia popped up in those. So, you know, I'm glad they weren't on the rocks. Mind you, the peppermint shrimp took care of them, but
Yeah.
Jessica J, no, I'm not speaking at the Niagara show. And I've done a lot of public speaking for different things in the past, but it's not something I'm super comfortable with. And I don't think I'll be doing it.
The tank looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. I actually just got this tank upgraded. I had the old Aquatop 24-gallon all-in-one.
Okay.
And what happened is I found the space a little too crowded for what I have now. And my wife finally said, "Hey, listen, you know, happy anniversary. Here you go."
Yep.
So I actually did a little research, and I found out that the 40-gallon breather was very popular, was in a budget way.
Yep. Yep.
And I took it for $40 because Petco was selling it for $1 a gallon.
Yep. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. And so I took it for $40, not bad. The stand that I have at the bottom, I made by myself, and that was all about $60. So it was a couple of 4x4s.
Why you
heavy
didn't go?
4x4s.
Why you didn't go with the metal one that's made for the 40 breeder?
They didn't have it at that time. They didn't have it at
Okay.
Petco.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you would have spent about the same thing you spent on making that one.
Yeah, you're probably right. So yeah, I made that, and then I have a hang-on back filter, which is an Aquamax.
Yep.
Aquamax filter that comes with a protein skimmer already.
Oh wow, nice.
It has a protein skimmer right there, so the water goes in there. If I could reach it, a little tough. That's the water filtration system. There's a BioBalls inside there, and I have a ChemiPure
filtration system. Yeah.
black. Inside there, I also have a Reefgrrl. I have a case plant in one of the chamber, and then on the last chamber, I have all the heater, and I have the magnesium dosing tube.
Yep.
And then it just comes back down, back to the display right there. So it's a very, very simple setup. I like it. I actually dig it a lot.
Hey, simple is better.
Yeah, and I just got to figure out how to work on this lighting. I got this Viper Spectrum on Amazon. It's almost the same thing as the Aquanite Hyper Gyro lighting.
Okay.
But it's it's 300 watts. It's actually perfect because the blue light turns. You have a timer for the blue light and a timer for the white light.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I don't have to worry about anything. All I gotta do is just watch the plant grow and do a little maintenance here and there.
Nice. Hey, Benny.
Yeah. Yep.
GTA 5 Vids has some advice for you. Try to shake the frags lightly in the water. I guess swish them around a bit. Since you don't have the dip. That's not a bad idea because that's similar to what Hector was saying about getting a pipette and blowing water at them. Because sometimes you can loosen up if there's any flatworms or you know, stuff like that. Not always,
especially those.
Yeah, especially Euphilia. Because there is a type of flatworm. I can't remember who was talking about it in a video. Was it Mo's? Yeah, and I think Mo's Nano Reefs was talking today in a video I saw of a specific flatworm that seems to like Euphilia. So
see, I got a little frog.
And they're hard to kill them.
Yeah.
So I believe this is a frog spawn right here.
Nice.
With a blue tip. This is a gold hammer that we're looking at. This two combined with this stick, I believe this is an acro, I'm not really sure what this is. was about $100.
Oh well, nice.
Yeah, so
That's
those, yeah. There's
and
some. Yeah, go ahead.
you know what's really nice about going at the end of a show? You have no idea what you missed. So you can't know how much money you would have spent if you'd been there at the beginning. And you came home with some great deals because you were able to do a bargain. So
Right.
I always wait till the very end before I go back. And if it's still there, then I meant to have it.
Yeah.
And that's when you get your best
That's
deals.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy in the shot, Straight Reefer, last Reefgrrl, he did that, and he told me that was the best time to go
Yep.
at the end.
I got
'cause-
right over here. If you can see, I have a 24K Aussie Gold blue tip.
Nice.
So that's $100. The guy was trying to sell it for 250, 300. I said, listen, I got cash, and this is what I can give you. And he gave it to me as a bargain for $100 since he was packing anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Wow.
this right here is a neon green hammer.
Nice.
So that was for $20.
$20.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right? And this is another blue, I think this is a neon green torch with a blue tip or pink tip. So that's
Very
what I have
nice.
right there. So I'm going to try to acclimate it first. And then from there, just like what you guys mentioned, just look carefully inside. You know, look at
Yeah.
the frag plugs, look at their skeleton, see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I would recommend looking at them like across, like if you hold the skeleton up, look at it across the skeleton and not straight down also, because
Mhm.
Right.
sometimes you can see little things sticking out, especially vermeted snails. You can sometimes see them sticking straight out when you can't see them if you're looking at them from straight above. So I would
Yeah.
hold it like sideways and just roll it in your hands and just look at the kind of like looking at the horizon as it's rolling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Put on a clear container and shine through the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Awesome.
going to work on right now while listening to this wonderful video that we have.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. It sounds like you had a good day, and now you're going to look forward to the next one.
Yeah, I actually, there's one coming up on June, which was that Reefapalooza.
Yep.
It's not exactly New York, it's in Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
Yeah, so it's about a 45-minute drive from here.
That's not
And
bad.
then,
That's
yeah,
perfect.
so hopefully I can go on a Sunday, which is the last day of the event, and maybe just go bargain from that day, bargain on that
Yep.
day.
Yep.
So that's it. That's it. And watch for my corals to grow right
Yep.
here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Benny,
all.
how long have you been in the hobby now?
I started August 5th of last year.
Look
August
at
5th
you.
of last year.
And
Yeah.
look at you. You already upgraded once. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
What kind of filtration system have you got?
Yeah, I don't even know if that's a
That looks
good thing or a
fantastic.
bad thing to upgrade in on the 7th month. Hold on. Excuse me, guys.
Okay. No problem. Hey, Skookum Chuck, he's got an Aquamax filter hanging on the back.
Sorry, I only caught half of that.
He has an Aquamax filter, a hang-on back filter that has an
Oh, I see. Okay.
It has a protein skimmer and space for a little bit of a refugium and all that kind of stuff. So
I
Jessica
see. Whatever
J,
he's got going seems to be doing the
yeah,
trick.
it's looking great. Jessica J, I haven't heard of povidone iodine. Is that a pharmaceutical thing?
Yes. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah.
Drama did recommend it to me once to do it on some of the zoas.
And what is
I
it?
tried. It's the iodine dip. It's the same
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing. They sell that red liquid. Same thing.
Yeah. So it does the same thing in terms of the pests and everything that it gets rid
Yes.
of, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But it's the pharmacy ones. I
Right.
believe I got mine in the. Do I have mine? Oh, probably. I got it there.
I need to get a tripod for my phone, then I can sit down and enjoy some of my beverage.
Hey, Sharbuckles, I can't find your email. So if you can send me an email at reefgrrl@gmail.com, I will send you out the link.
All right. So, let me ask you guys a
It's
question.
not a-
How many fishes or what kind of fishes can I put in here or can I add on the tank? Currently, I have 4. I have 2 clams, and I actually have a Midas Blenny and yellow waxman booby. What would you recommend, which is a reef safe fish, I would say? I would ask.
Fire gobies.
Oh, firefish, yeah.
You mean firefish?
If you have a
Maybe.
lid, as long as you have a lid,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yep.
because they're jumpers. Straight Reefer says he had 12 fish in a 40 breeder.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, fish poo is the best coral food going.
I
Look at
guess
me.
it is.
Look at me.
Yeah, I had
I got 5 in a 14-gallon.
Yeah.
That's a lot. 5 fishes in a 14-gallon.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in total, it's a 48-gallon system. So
Right.
yeah,
And I guess
'cause-
everything is okay as long as you do your consistent water changes, right? That's the key to success.
well, for some people.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to look at nutrient export
Yeah. Yeah.
because you got to feed the fish and there's always food they don't quite get. So that can be a little tricky. Hey, Javi Gwaltney. Nice to see you here.
Yeah. As you go, you're gonna learn a lot of things. So some believers in water changes. I'm not a believer in water changes. Only when you need to. I'm not
Right.
saying don't do them, but
Right. So
yeah, if
with
they working
the
for you, just do them.
yeah, with the 24-gallon, I used to do like 10 gallons a week, or I would
Yeah.
say 20% of water change on a AquaTop 24-gallon all-in-one. Now, since I have actually upgraded to a 40-gallon,
Mm-hmm.
what would you recommend as far as water changes, percent-wise? Would I
I've been
continue to
really
do
terrible.
10-15%, or can I do like a once a week or once a month type of deal? What do you guys think?
I would say it's all depends how many things is getting consumed from the water column, how much you're feeding.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think you have to come up with what works
changed
for your
carbon.
tank.
Yeah.
And I would say whatever you do it regularly. So
Yep.
if you do it every 2 weeks, then do it every 2 weeks. If you do it once a month, then do it once a month. And don't do what I do, which is all over the place. My life has been so crazy for the last 3 months. I don't even remember when the last water change was I did on the big tank. But you can see the difference after a water
Yes.
change. You really
Oh,
can.
yes.
So even if it isn't 100% necessary,
Mhm.
it's good for your tank.
Oh,
I
tell
believe.
me about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
I believe.
I just realized that now. Well, this week when that situation with the tank.
Yeah.
Once I did those 5-gallon water change, boom, everything was love and life.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Bert Minshew says heavy in, heavy out. No substitute for fish poo.
Yeah.
Straight Reefer
Been
says
really bad.
just go ahead.
Well, I haven't checked the parameters in since July of last year. I started this morning.
You get in there.
And then carbon last Sunday after the show, I changed the carbon. Feel better about that.
Yep. Straight Reefer says just 5 gallons tops, if that. Yeah, and I would say whatever schedule you pick, stick to it.
Yeah.
So that if you start having problems, you won't wonder if it's because, oh gee, I didn't do a water change, or oh, I did too many water changes. If you stick to a schedule, you'll be able to, it'll help you in troubleshooting because it eliminates one thing that you have to worry about.
Yep. Yep.
Alrighty, that sounds like a good idea.
As somebody once said, we keep the water and everything else does well as long as the water is good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Yep, I believe
trying
that.
to remember, it might have been trying to remember his name, Yoshi or something like that. And he said, he was the guy that said, we keep the water and it's just a coincidence that if we keep the water well, then it's a coincidence that everything does well and survives.
Mm-hmm.
So true. GTA 5 Vid says he does 3 gallons in his 14 gallon every week on Saturday or Sunday.
Yep.
And Jessica J, she averages 4 or 5 gallons a week on a 24 gallon nano. Recently, she's gone to 7 gallons to reduce phosphates. A month ago, she was 0.6, and now she's 0.2. That's really good, and good that you're bringing it down slowly, because I really think that's part of the mistake we make, is panicking and then trying to jump on it and do things too fast.
Yeah, that's one thing. I received the ICP test.
Yeah.
And things look good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I was surprised. So that means I'm not doing. I think I'm doing something right, because things are spot on.
Yeah, I actually go to my local fish store, and they have all the equipment to test.
Yeah.
And my water is not that bad at all, actually. I just got to increase my magnesium, and that's why the only thing I dose is, I've been dosing is the magnesium. Calcium was okay, alkalinity was okay, potassium nitrate was maintained.
How low was the magnesium?
The magnesium, at one point, it was 1100.
Okay.
It is important.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I actually immediately start dosing about 20 ml a day.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this was on the Aquatop 24 gallon tank, and it actually brought my it actually brought not 20 ml, 10 ml. I'm sorry, 10 ml a day. Every other day.
Every other day. And
every
how
other
long you
day.
started doing that? How long ago?
I would say I had my tank on the 5th of August.
Okay.
I started having corals the 2nd month, and then the 3rd month. So I would say 3 months I started dosing, and it actually came out okay.
Okay.
For 3 months, my magnesium level was on between 1450 to 1500.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now with this new upgraded tank, it's gonna be fun and exciting to figure out what I need to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey.
So what would be your recommendations?
For fish, you mean?
Well, with nutrients and stuff, what should I worry about, or should I just let everything be?
You know what I would say? If you don't have any test kits right now, get yourself some test kits.
Yep.
So that you don't have to rely on the fish store all the time, and that you can do more regular testing. So, for example, I would start with magnesium since it's the one that seems to be an issue. And personally, I use Salifert. I know there are a lot of other brands and everybody uses something different, but get a good quality one. API is not, I don't even know if you can do magnesium with API. Can you? No, you
They
can't.
don't have it. Yeah.
No. So stick with Salifert
Red Sea
or
or
Red
Salifert.
Sea. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And just get one at a time as your budget allows, because I mean they're not cheap, but they're not horribly expensive.
Right.
And start with magnesium, and just see what the levels are at, and then pick up nitrate or alkalinity, because alkalinity is really important, and
Yep.
it's probably the single thing that long-term reef keepers really watch to figure out how their tank is doing overall.
Yeah.
So
You know,
I would,
that's the only thing I test right now. Alkalinity. That's
yep,
it.
yep. Or you could do like Broke Reef Man and train your fish to poop under the gyre so it gets pulled up and pushed all over the tank. I like that.
Yeah.
I do have the HANA phosphate ULR ultra low range test kit that I'm using.
Yep, that's a good idea.
I have that, and actually have two Salifert test kits. I have the alkalinity and the calcium test kit. So I have three main ones that I'm using.
Yeah.
To test, would it be best to test every week or once a month? How do you guys go by that?
I like to test every week. I feel I get sort of nervous if I don't know my numbers once a week. Sometimes it goes to maybe 10 days at the most. What about you, Hector? You said you don't test much, no?
Yeah, I only test alkalinity every other day, and all the rest I do it once a month.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
once a month. All depend, because between that month I also do that 5-gallon water change. If I think I need to do it, and that's what, if I do the water change, I test before the water change and I test a day after the water change.
Yeah.
And see where things are, and usually they stay around the same range all the time. But yeah, I mean, so you could get the hang of it. I will say do it weekly if you can. And that way you see how much the tank is using. Because remember, either you adding or you taking out of the tank. So, but you are at the point that right now you're just adding stuff to the tank. So alkalinity, calcium, all those numbers, they're going to start changing on you.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be dosing. You shouldn't be dosing blindly. You should always know what your numbers are. This is why I can't make any changes without knowing what the number is. It just makes me so nervous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would say with magnesium especially, I think a 5-gallon water change that you do weekly, it should be okay.
Yep, I would think so.
It will correct it. Yeah, I think it will correct it, and if it changes, it won't change that much. I mean, because what corals consume magnesium like that fast, or what can be possibly be taking magnesium out of the tank like that?
Yeah, and that's why I would check with your own test kit just to be sure.
Yes, yeah, because I don't test from magnesium at all. And I just did the ICP test, and it came out at 1358, I think it was. I don't even test magnesium, but then again, I do that 5-gallon water change once a month if I need to, and just make sure alkalinity stay where it gotta be.
Yeah. Hey, Bongos Reef, good night, and thank you for stopping by. Bongos is in the UK, so big sacrifice to be with us tonight. So have a good night. Sorry, Hector, go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah, it all depends on the tank, because for everybody's gonna be different. So, like you say, get some tests and get familiar with them and test weekly and see where the tank is at.
Yeah, Chad Kurtz had a comment that water testing is more important than water changes, in his opinion. And I think especially in the early stages, because after a while, you'll be amazed you'll look at your tank and you'll go, ooh, something's up. You'll know.
Yes.
And you'll do the test and you'll know exactly what's up. And
Eh,
pretty soon you'll be able to know what's up without testing.
Yeah.
You know, it might take a couple years, but your corals will tell you, but you need
Oh,
to
yeah.
know how to interpret it, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
We-
if you got a torch alive, I haven't been able to keep a torch alive in 12 years in the hobby. So
Oh, wow.
you're doing
Wow.
something good.
I guess I
Yeah.
am because yeah, I got about 1, 2, 3, 4 torches. The favorite ones, my favorite one over here is the Aussie Gold right there.
Yeah, yeah,
That's actually really, really nice.
That's
I'm
pretty
not.
nice.
yeah.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
I forgot the name of this torch right here. Early.
Yeah.
There's another two-headed torch which I forgot the name, but it's pretty cool. It's nice, thick, and fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just make
then
up your own name.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
Reef.
it. Name.
This
Make
is
up
the
your own
Reef
name.
Girl. The Reef
Yeah,
Girl
that's
torch.
right.
There you go.
That's right. Hey, listen, I named an acro that I have that's a no name. I decided it's RG Carpet Bomb
Look at that.
because of
Beautiful.
the way it's encrusting all over the place. So I told the guy at this fish store where I got it, and he just kind of laughed. I don't know if he thought I was serious or what. Anyway, sorry. So we have Sharbuckle's Reef, and if you follow him on Instagram, he's in the waiting room here.
Okay.
He has gone through another new setup to house his giant female Clarkie clownfish, Big Mama,
Mm.
and hopefully he can show us some of that. He just went gray on my screen. Let's just see. Let's bring him in. Oh, there he is, lower left. Hey, Sean, how are
Good.
you? Good.
Hey, I'm
Tank
doing
is
all
look-
right. Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you guys. It's
Tank's
really
look-
cutting in and out. So
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah, it's really tough.
Yeah, I can hear
But
the
here it is anyway.
nice. So
Nice setup.
is Big Mama in there now?
Yeah, there's Big Mama there.
Nice.
Wow.
I really can't hear you guys. It's cutting in and out so much, but
Maybe
Here it
I
is.
think
go
somebody's
out
got
and
him on or watching it on another source.
yeah, maybe go out and come back
With
in,
feedback,
Sean.
See what it is.
Yeah, I saw Murphy posted something about him in Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it figures I left my beverage on the other side of the aquarium. Only 12 feet to get to it. I'd have to let the camera go. I need a tripod.
You need a tripod
Oh.
like laminar flow. Oh, there he is again. You need a tripod like laminar flow. It's a box with some slots cut in it, and oh, does it ever work well? All right, let's bring Sharbuckle in again, and we'll take him out of this one. There we
Oh,
go.
maybe side of the.
So how's this,
Glass.
Sean? Is this better,
it's still
Sean?
pretty bad. I don't know. I'm right
Oh.
beside my router too. Makes too much sense. I'm gonna try something. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I can hear him fine, yeah. So I started my mission. Oh,
And what's that?
all the new frags that I'm refragging everything again.
Oh boy.
Yes. So I got this frag from Reef Creators. The reason why I like
That's a
them,
nice setup.
they got porous surface.
Well,
That looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, at least a good, beneficial bacteria to grow in them if they need to. And corals can attach easily. Even though they attach to anything that you put them on. But yeah, I started refragging some stuff here. I haven't tried what you told me about the hydrogen peroxide. I got it here. So
Yeah.
I got
Well-
a frag that I'm gonna try that and see if it works.
Well, so Hector, in your artistic work, do you have
Yeah.
access to like beautician supply 35% peroxide and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'm sure you could use that too, but I'm not sure I would use it on anything alive. You know, maybe if you were using it on rocks to get rid of, like, to clean them or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, this one I got here is also 3% one. So
Oh, Sharbuckles is back. There we go. Sharbuckles. We see something blue and blurry, and it's not moving. So I don't know if he can hear us. Oh, he's gone again. And Benny looks like he's working there. Skookum Chuck is showing us a really close up of a snail.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Strawberry top hat.
decipher this Frag plug
That's
and
strawberry
this
top hat.
new corals that I got. Just trying to, check,
Yeah.
make sure there's no hitchhikers.
Yeah.
Trying to do so. I'm trying to get all my old LED lighting from the small tank. See if I can just try and improvise and figure out so I can see better.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Hopefully there's no.
Hey, there's a Nacerius snail right there on the glass. He must be hungry.
climbing the glass.
Hey, Click Clacks Reef.
Yeah,
Thanks for
just
coming
got
in.
the underside of it right here. Yeah. Just trying to figure out where there's some food, I guess. I should put some in there. Yeah, strawberry top hat gets around. The Nacerius snails are amazingly fast. I was surprised at how quick they are on any surface, really.
Yeah.
They don't like the rocks. But they're quick.
What's they called?
Like, if I was going to have a snail in a race, I would get the Nacerius snail over another snail.
Yeah, the series are fast. Really fast.
Oh, GTA 5 Vids, Benny, he says he's going to get a 40 breeder tomorrow and a stand and get the same filters you have. And he's going to use a 48-inch T5 fixture brand new in a box from 10 years ago. That's a good idea. I love finding stuff that you forgot you had, and all of a sudden it becomes useful.
That's good, man. I mean, Petco, like I said before, has $1 a gallon. At least here
Usually that
in
happens
Queens, where I
when
went.
Yeah.
So, and that was last week when I got the $1 per gallon tank. So that's pretty good, and I actually love the size that I have here.
That's what I got too. I got a 40 breeder coming too.
Yeah, I saw the 55, the 75. They're all narrow and long. It's cool.
Yeah.
But for me, this is perfect the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
those are looking good.
Yeah. If I knew
That's not something I
that
say
I
very
can get the tank drilled, I would have gotten it drilled and make my own sump. But the hang-on back filter, all in one, actually is pretty good.
Yeah, and that's a nice size filter too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll know when you're ready for a sump.
How many
I
gallons
did.
are those Calypso?
What's that, buddy?
Oh, Hector, those are 14 gallons, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 14 each.
Wow.
14. This one is pissed off today.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that one is mad today. Yesterday they were both happy. Yeah. The green star polyps is hiding right now. Yeah, this is where at the beginning we start seeing things like this where corals don't want to open. You'll be like, oh man, what's going on? Yeah, but nah, everything's good right now.
Yep, I think this hobby needs a t-shirt that says "uh-oh."
Yep.
Patience is the key.
Yeah.
Patience. Need a lot of
Never
patience
panic,
with this
man.
hobby.
Never panic.
I was like that at the beginning. I was panicking
I got my beverage
on the
back.
second, third month of my hobby. And after watching a lot of YouTubes and reading and watching Hector, watching Reefgrrl, watching everybody, I said, listen, I gotta slow down,
Yeah,
or I'll
definitely.
end up having 2 jobs.
Yeah. Or a heart attack. One of them.
Yeah.
Listen, when I first started, I bought a 75 gallons. And I didn't know nothing about it, nothing about none of that. And sooner all the fish started dying, I went running to the store, bought another tank just to get a quarantine tank. And moved all the fish to that tank, and they kept dying. I said, oh, man, what's going on? I didn't know. But that was at the beginning. Now I see ick, and I don't even, it will go away. I don't know. Now I don't do nothing to it. It just go away.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow, I see a hitchhiker over here already. Oh man,
You see?
nasty.
You found one?
It's black. It looks like it has a tail. Can't really tell, but it looks like it has flowers. It's a flower and a tail at the end. It looks like it has about 10 petals
Nudibranch.
and a flower at the end, and it's black.
Yeah, that's a nudibranch.
Either that or it's a peanut worm, maybe. Is it like
Yeah.
how long is it?
Oh man, it's the size of almost the size of your pinky nail. That's
Really?
how long it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it looks like the clownfish.
So what do you?
Well, it got off the
Mayonnaise.
frag plug. It's actually on the side of my container.
Really? So it's not anywhere on the coral, so you can keep
No.
it and yeah, you can keep it and look at it under a magnifying glass, maybe figure it out.
Oh yeah, it looks like a worm.
No,
A worm with a yeah, that's what looks like a worm.
Benny, if you want to scare yourself, look up bobbit worm.
What is it called?
Oh, man.
Bobbit worm. Bobbit. Look up bobbit worm. Bobbit worm. If you want to scare yourself and keep that thing away from your tank that you just found, just in case.
Yes.
Hector, GTA 5 Viz wants to know if those are Innovative Marine 14 peninsulas. They're Aquatop, aren't they?
They Aquon.
Aqueon, okay.
Yes, Aquon. They supposed to be for planted tank, and I just made them reef tanks.
I mean, it doesn't look like a bobbit worm, but yeah, it has a tail.
But remember, when they're little, they're not the same as when they're big.
That's true, yeah. Just like a butterfly.
Yeah. Good night, Charbuckles. Nice to see you tonight, and give it a try next week. Yes, and the clocks are moving ahead tonight. So
That's right, yeah.
thanks for joining us.
I'm going to have to say goodnight myself as well, as I've only got about 10% of the battery left on this thing. Everybody,
okay,
for having me on your channel tonight and your live stream, Reefgrrl.
Thank you. Thanks for spending time with me.
Really great.
Yeah.
Good night, Scoop.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I'll sign back on when I get this thing plugged in, but I can't film anymore.
Nice.
So have a great night, and we'll see you in chat.
All right, Scoop.
Yeah. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to Reefgrrl's channel.
Number one fan.
Haven't already. And we'll see you, and we'll tune in next week. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye. Oh, so Straight Reefer is suggesting to set up a 2-gallon bucket with a heater and a pump and just leave it till tomorrow and get some dip.
Yep. That's a good.
That's for Benny. Yeah, that is good advice. Because
I mean, I have a spare heater. And I have a nice size bucket that I can just,
Yeah, that's perfect.
or I could just leave it here where I have now, and just put a little heater
Yep.
and yeah,
Do you
because
have
this is
an
crazy. Yeah,
Air stone? I mean,
yeah,
air pump?
yeah, do you have
I
anything with
might
an air
have.
stone?
I think I do. I think I have one. You
Yeah,
know what?
because
I have. I have. Yeah, I have.
you're going to want the water to circulate.
Yeah, I would suggest use the bucket better because since that is too low, and if you put a air pump in it, the water's gonna splash out.
Yeah,
Right, right, right.
and I think you have to also be careful you have enough water volume if you're going to put a heater in.
Yeah.
Because I mean, speaking as someone who has boiled corals, right?
Yeah.
I'm very, 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 very cautious now when it comes to that.
Especially those nano heaters. Oh my god,
Yeah,
they stay on.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's
No,
right.
Bubba.
They say
Hold on, Bubba.
yeah
Hold
once they
on.
get the temperature, but when they don't have, I would say enough water volume, they just stay on.
Yeah, yeah. So I would get a little bit more water volume because cool is better than hot.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely.
Hector,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
yeah. Useless Reefer
Oh,
says, Hector, your tanks are fire, brother.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
He's doing a
Thank you.
water change right now, Useless Reefer.
Yeah. You know, I made water. I was supposed to do another water change on the tank, and it's been sitting there for like a week already. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably throw it out and do a new batch.
Yeah. Yeah, I just took a whole bunch of frags to the fish store yesterday, so I have to
Yeah,
do fragging again now that I have some space on the frag racks.
yeah,
So I have a bunch of new salt water that I was going to use for a water change, but fragging comes ahead of
yes,
that. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, man. I was so upset today because of the show, but you know it is what it is. I should have listened to my friend last time I took my car for service. He told me change them now because now you're gonna need, and look exactly when it hit me this week.
oh boy,
Well, it is what it is. That it wasn't meant to be.
yeah.
So next week I'm supposed to go somewhere else. It's a private meeting and a reach out also. So
Ooh,
yeah, that's gonna be a good one. So
so there you
well,
go.
yeah, we'll see if I can make it to that one too.
Well, do you
if
think?
if uh
No, you go ahead.
if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
Yeah. And do you think that sometimes you go to those shows and you pay to get in however much it is,
Hmm.
and you don't feel right if you don't spend some money, so you end up buying
Yeah,
something you don't really want?
yeah, yeah.
And sometimes, like for me, sometimes I go to the guy who's not getting any customers because I
I do
feel
the, I do the
bad
same
for him.
thing.
And usually, even if all it is really ugly brown, whatever, you put those
Hmm.
orange glasses on and you see
It
a
looks
tiny bit of
beautiful.
color somewhere.
Yeah.
It's worth taking a chance for $20.
Yep, yep. I did the same thing when I went to Reefapalooza.
Yeah.
I would just go to the event because, of course, some of the vendors are popular, and people want their coral.
Yep.
But you never know what you can find those that are not popular. So
Well, the one that I got for $20 at the KW Coral Show was an Acropora. They said, we think it's a pink Cadillac. And I looked at it and I went, I don't think it's a pink Cadillac. I didn't say that.
yeah,
But it was $20. So I brought it home and it's beautiful. It's kind of a
hmm,
minty green color with slightly darker green polyps. And the
well,
tips of all the branches are blue, like sort of a really pretty robin's egg blue. And
wow,
the thing is starting to grow like crazy ever since I cut the Montipora back that was shading it. So that was my $20 risk that I took.
hmm,
And I think it's going to be really nice when it grows out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought a rainbow akin, I think it was, for $20. Reefapalooza when I went,
Yeah.
and beautiful akin. But yeah, you'd be surprised. But yeah, probably the one next week, Saturday. I think it's Saturday. I'm probably gonna go to that one. That one's in Jersey also. So
Oh, ATF in the house. He was there today. Hope you had a good time at Connecticut Frag Farmers Market. Got a number of nice pieces bought from the high school kids and brought them about 16 or 18 frags to further there. I'm assuming for them to sell. Oh, that's
okay,
awesome. Yeah,
nice.
I would so do that. If there was an opportunity to donate some frags for somebody to raise money,
Mm-hmm.
I would do
Mm-hmm.
that.
Hey ATF, I was just there. Didn't see you.
He was probably there early.
Yeah, I just felt bad
Yeah,
for
I
my
bet.
friend. 'Cause, my friend from New York, he took the day off from work. He was gonna come yesterday, stay here with me, and then we was gonna go today over there. So it was, sad just to call him and cancel. Then he was planning to go by himself. So, I go. But then he ended up not going.
Mm.
Yeah. And it was gonna be my first time going also to this one, and I got it right here in my backyard. So, and well, it is what it is.
Yep. ATF says 1 to 4 p.m. it was packed. They usually are.
Yeah.
Well, look at the Niagara show. It started out. I went to the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember how many people were there. It was not quite 300 what came through the door. And then last year, I don't know how many it was, but it was a lot. We stayed over at a hotel and were there for the 2 days. And this year it's in
Nice.
an even bigger venue. So it's because there's a demand for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, this hobbies keep growing bigger and bigger,
Yep.
bigger and bigger. I mean, and it's also because now all these gadgets, makes easier everything easier.
Yes.
So people not too scared no more to have a fish tank.
Yep.
You know, because I get people all the time asking me how you keep that alive. Like people, so, it's a lot of people out there that they still think that for you to maintenance an aquarium, you got to take everything out and put
Yeah.
everything back in.
And clean
And
it.
yeah, I remember when I was little, I used to do that and then wonder why my fish die. I'm
Yep.
killing everything inside. Of course, everything's gonna die. Oh man, I remember those days.
Hey, ATF in the house, you can send a picture of one of your tanks. If you email it to reefgrrl@gmail.com, it has to be less than 2 megs though, or I can't show it on the screen. That's the biggest file that they'll support. It has to be a JPEG or something like that. And so if you email it, let me see if I can find it. I'll put the banner up. And anyone who wants the studio link and wants to come in and chat with us, that's also the
Definitely.
email to use. Yep.
Show some fish tanks. Come on. Before lights
I
turn off.
I know you people have stuff going on out there. I watch Instagram. I watch YouTube
Mhm.
videos. Yep. GTA 5 Vids is thinking about running the filter that Benny has and also a Seachem Title 55. Yeah, the biggest issue I ran into when I ran a reef tank on a canister filter, I didn't have one of these hang on backs, and it probably would not have been a problem if I had, but I had surface film. Really, a skimmer would have, well, solved the problem.
Yeah.
And so I used to just take a plastic cup and sink it down in the water until it was just below the surface, and then the water would run in and the film would
Yeah.
collect in the cup, and you'd lift it up and it'd be full of this brown gunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would do that as part of a water change. But I wonder now if I had had a hang on back filter, if
Mhm.
the surface movement from that might have helped, like that might not have allowed the film to accumulate.
I would say it will still accumulate.
Would it? Yeah.
Yeah, because the ones that I ran with the hang 'em back filters, they all accumulated some film in the top of the water.
Right.
Yeah, until I got the one with the surface skimming one. That one works.
Okay.
Yeah, you need some type of surface skimming for that. 'Cause if not, it's gonna get there.
Right.
Eventually, yeah, because it's gonna build up, and it just start foaming in a corner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Good night,
Yeah,
Jessica J.
I have a surface skimmer as well that I was using on my aqua top.
yeah,
20 for a gallon. I mean, right now I'm looking at the top of my 40. There is some slight of, film.
yeah,
So maybe I just have to put that
Yeah.
in there and just figure it out. Shouldn't be a big deal,
Yeah.
but
And the biggest problem with it is that it does inhibit gas exchange at the surface. So you need that to
yep,
maintain levels of oxygen.
yeah.
right. So, but anyways, guys, I gotta hit the road. It's been a
Okay.
long day. I figured I'd share a quick video with
Yep.
with you guys of what I got and what I did.
Nice.
Nice.
We
And
appreciate the time.
yeah. And I'll catch base with you guys later.
All
Okay.
right, brother.
Thanks,
Have a
Benny.
good night. You got
Yeah,
it.
you
Ciao.
too, brother.
Bye.
Bye.
Bert Minshew says these big companies charging $500 for a 1 millimeter dust of acro are going to be hurting soon. I love the hyperbole. I talk like that all the time and drives my husband crazy. Many are selling honest size frags in mini colonies. Yeah, it's very true. As we all get better at growing this stuff, there is going to be more availability because people will have to trim things back.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just
No, it's crazy. People is crazy with their acro prices. Oh
Oh.
my god.
I don't have the confidence to spend that kind of money on something that could RTN overnight, and I don't know why.
And you
So,
don't know what. Yeah.
not doing it.
Yeah.
Good night, Yavi. Losing that hour of sleep is tough on a preacher man. Oh, I bet it is. He'll be up early. It's not tough on me. I just whatever time I go to bed, I add 8 hours and set my alarm. And unless I have an appointment or something. And if I
Yeah.
get to bed at 2 a.m., which is normal for me, I get up at 10 or sometimes 9:30 and just try and make sure I get the 8 hours. Thanks for coming in, Yavi. Nice to see you. Oh, Just a Bubble Tip is here. I think, did I say hi to you earlier? I can't remember. Hey, there's Tina's Reef. How are you doing, Tina?
Hello, Tina.
20-inch Synergy Reef Overflow. Good surface skimming. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I'm guessing that's why they design these overflows with the slots, with the teeth,
Yeah.
to do that surface skimming.
Yeah, that's the one I using for the 40 breeder is the what's the name of that brand? The one they sell on eBay. Wow, forgot the name.
It's one of the ones you're professional at finding. The brand.
No, this one everybody got it. It's wow, what's the name? Wow. Yeah, it's because like when I look for stuff, I don't look for name brands.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people get caught up in that, name brand stuff. And I was surprised last stream when this guy said that he got the same light I got.
Oh yeah, the Pixie 30.
Pixie
Yeah.
30,
Yeah.
So yeah, it works. It's working for me, so I don't see why not it will work for somebody else.
Yeah. Hey, Carlos 23. Hi, my favorite reef girl.
That's sensei. That's sensei right there.
You missed the beginning. You missed the beginning when I said, "Hey, everybody, Reefgrrl here. Welcome to my live stream." So, Carlos, we know you got lots of beautiful tank stuff going on over there. One of these times we'll have to get you to have your lights on a little bit late and show us what's going on.
Definitely.
Carlos, did you go to Connecticut today, like some of these other people? We'll see what he says. Oh, eclipse. Is it the eclipse, Hector?
Yes. There you go.
That's what
Thank you,
Click-Clacks.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be forgetting the names. I just look for. I just write the. If I need an overflow, I just write overflow, and I just start looking. Whatever, whichever one I like the best, and go from there.
Do you ever read the reviews and stuff that people say?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do it with a temperature controller, and guess what? I have problems with it.
Yeah.
And I've been going back and forth with the guy because I sent him a video. I received the controller and it don't work. I mean, it turned on, but the screen is cracked.
Oh.
Yeah, and it came from China. That was the last thing I ordered from China. And I said, what else you want? You want this? I will send you the stuff back. I don't want it. Oh, but and we just like no lie, like 200 messages already.
Oh boy.
I don't know what else you want.
Huh.
So, and because the thing is, I paid it with the card that I paid that stuff. I don't got that card no more, so I don't know how to switch it out on PayPal, none of that. So I said, you know what, man, just keep it. And all he was worried about more the review.
Oh yeah, they hate it. They
Yeah,
hate it
because
when you.
I left a nasty review.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sent him a message, send him picture, and he responded to me like a month and a half later.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I said no. Either you send a new one, and once I get the new one, I send you this one back, and then if that won't work, then I check the review.
Yeah.
If not, it's
Yeah.
gonna be right there bothering you for the rest of your life.
Well, here's the thing. I had an account on AliExpress and I bought a lot of stuff, not reef stuff necessarily, all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
And out of all the orders I had, I bet you in the course of a year I had over 200 orders because they're small orders, right?
Yeah.
In all of those, I might have had problems 3 or 4 times where I needed a refund. Either the thing was broken, not working, or whatever. Well, it wasn't a problem to get the refund, but magically 3 weeks later, my credit card is compromised. So ever since I closed that account, I have not had that problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was going on, but something somewhere, data was not safe. Maybe it wasn't a problem with them. Maybe it was a coincidence, but after the fourth time, it was like,
yeah,
no.
that's it. Yeah, even with Amazon, when I was having problem with my bank account not too long ago, I kept receiving notification that my set of bulkheads is on the way. Another refugium light is on the way. I keep canceling the order and it keep showing back up. And I said, what is going on?
Yeah.
So I have to report that too. And I don't like, giving people like bad reviews and I don't like drama or none of that. But hey, if I spend money on it and it's not working, then that's what they're gonna get.
Well, and it's not necessarily, somebody else said this, it's not necessarily whether the product is what it's supposed to be, it's how they handle the problem that really matters. There can always be problems now and then with things. I mean, no manufacturing process is perfect.
Yeah.
But it's the customer service and their accountability that really matters, I think.
Oh, yeah. With the guy that I ordered the baffles to make that sun, the box came all broken, and one of the baffles it had a little crack on the. Well, they sent me the wrong one. He said the one they sent me was cracked, but he responded to me right away. He say, soon. What he said, because I was gonna order something else from them, and he was ready to send it the next day. I said, no, just hold it, and once I order because I was thinking to cover the whole sump. So I told him once I order it, then you could put it in that package.
Yeah.
Since I never ordered it, I didn't even worry about it. It's still there. I didn't give him a bad review. I still gave him a good review.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault either.
Yeah.
It was on
Yeah.
shipping. So
Exactly. Tina's Reef. Tina, foot reconstruction surgery in 2 weeks, 65-gallon coming down, 75 is staying. Oh man, that is really, really good news. Family's going to help with maintenance. I'm
nice.
so glad. That's awesome that you got the family support. I get that with my family, my daughter and my husband. My daughter, I can leave my tank with her with instructions. She knows what to do. She does a
Nice.
great job. And you need that. You can't be tied. You need to get away once in a while.
Yes, you do.
Right.
Yep. Look at me right now. I didn't go with the wife because I can leave the fish tanks alone.
No, not for a long time.
Nope. And when she goes to Massachusetts, she go for a couple hours and nope.
Calypso is the reefing treasure hunter. That's Carlos. Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
Yeah, whenever I get into the sticks, I'm gonna go hunting in his tank.
Yeah, exactly. Bert
Yep.
Minshew says Calypso, he's the same way. Likes to look for that stuff.
Yeah, but one thing I will never, ever again will order nothing from China. Nope.
Not
It could
direct
be,
anymore.
yeah, it could be free. It could be, nope. Don't want it. Nope. Don't need it.
And don't you love how they take a box with something fragile in it and they shove it in an envelope, like a plastic, like a plastic envelope, no wrapping, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like out of 5 orders that I ordered from over there, only one thing worked because it didn't have no mechanical, like no electronic into it. It was that little skimmer. That's it.
Yep.
That's the only thing. But the skimmer I ordered, you know, the pump didn't work.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
also was doing a DIY skimmer. The pump didn't work. It worked out of the water, but not in the water. That was the
Maybe it wasn't a submersible pump.
Yeah, maybe, right? And the thing is, one of the pumps, I think it was called the Red Devil, something like that. And I seen the other skimmers before. I don't remember what brand skimmer, but I seen there. So I said, you know what? Let me order it. And didn't work. I still got it. It still did.
Yeah.
And me thinking, because they got the China outlet thingy with the 3, that you got to put like a little white box to it so you can connect into the wall. So it can match the United States.
The
outlet.
voltage. The voltage.
Yeah. So I even cut the cable thinking it was that. That was going to make a difference. Oh, man. I've been doing some stupid
Look at this, Calypso. Carlos says, anytime you come over the bridge, I got you. There you go.
Yeah, no, his tank is amazing, man. But I'm going for his journal. That's what I'm going for.
A journey, you said?
His journal.
Oh, his journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the tricks and everything, all the above.
Yep. We have ATF in the house has sent me a couple pictures. You guys might be interested in this. I'm going to see if I can pop them up here. He is going to be fragging some giant toadstools.
Nice.
And the first picture I'm going to show you here is going to be his tank. The center section of his tank. Here it is right here. Oh, probably the resolution. Really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the files have to be fairly small, but wow, you can really see the color.
Mm-hmm.
And the second photo is going to be of the toadstools that he has to frag. And these are pieces that are available. So I want to say that, oh, look at them.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Yeah, my toadstool just is horrible now because it's dropped all its babies and it's a really tall stem with a flat top.
Nice, beautiful.
And it just
I never had one before.
Yeah, it's they're nice. They go through phases. They're cute when they're little.
Mm-hmm.
Then as they get bigger, they start becoming beautiful and they shed. and then
Yeah.
they come back, and then they reach a point where they're too big, and
Yep.
they basically start dropping pieces all over the place. And
Oh wow.
I don't know whether mine will ever get its shape back again.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find out any information about what happens after they do that. So let me see. ATF in the house. Let me know if there are people interested in these toadstools. And that's about the pictures that he sent. So I think ATF in the house, that's also your, well, that is your YouTube. But I don't know about Instagram, whether you're on Instagram. So anyone interested in those,
Where he's at?
get in
Yeah.
touch. Yeah, I guess
In New York?
that would be good to know. He went to the Connecticut Frag Swap today, so he's in that region.
Mm-hmm.
15 pieces. Wow.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I've had that experience. Yeah, Tina says the 75 is her baby. I know. Tina, I think this is the tank where Paul on Reef Community Worldwide had his live stream, and all those guys were helping you get the sump set up. And I was doing maintenance work in my fish room, and I had that running, that live stream when it was live. And I remember all of the advice they were giving you and how you were nervous and all that kind of thing. That was a lot of fun. I wonder if he still got that video, that live stream up as a video. That was probably 2 years ago.
A minute ago, yeah. I think that's what. Yeah, that's when I started YouTube.
Yep.
Mhm.
Awesome leather from Sean's Fish Tanks. And Calypso, can you bring a +1 from Straight Reefer? I guess when you go to see Carlos.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to meet with him. Oh, we're supposed to meet like 6 months ago.
Wow.
Get together, me and him, yeah.
Yeah, time flies, doesn't it?
Yes.
Carlos says, haha, my journal is in my head. I'm sure James Bond would find a way to get it out of there.
Yeah.
Still have a love for neon toadstool. I have one left in my tank. That's Carlos. Yeah, I'm very tempted to just take the large piece that's falling off right now
Yeah.
and create a frag and just keep it.
So anything
And
that fall off, it just become another toadstool?
yep, and the
Oh,
hard
okay.
part is getting them to stick to something.
Okay.
But once, what I've done is lay them in a very shallow dish of water and put that dish in a floating basket in my tank. So there's some
Okay.
flow, but they can't go anywhere.
Yep.
And lay them on rubble. And eventually they do attach themselves and they do form a foot and a stem.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So I'm going to be fragging the RG Weepy Toadstool. I guess
Nice.
Sharbuckles isn't here anymore, but he gets a frag. And I think he's coming to Niagara, so I might have to make sure I get that done tomorrow. So it stands a chance in the next 2 weeks of sticking to something.
Yeah. Nice.
Got a green goblin morph yesterday. 13 high-end SPS for 300, and the best one I got is the confetti. I have no idea what any of that is.
Yeah, he got some nice corals in his tank.
Yeah. Tina says I was a hot mess back then, Reefgrrl. Hey, listen, no different than me. And I didn't have YouTube when I started to, the very first the tank. It was lots of back and forth to a fish store and trying to find books to read. And there was internet, but back then the wet web media was pretty much the biggest forum going. I think maybe Reef to Reef had started.
Yeah.
But I didn't last long in any of those types of forums because I got sick of people arguing with each other.
Yeah.
And if you go in and ask a question, it's like, why aren't you reading? Why aren't you doing a search and reading
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go and read 600 pages of stuff, 599 of which are you guys yelling at each other
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
find the answer to what is this white thing? Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm,
no. So me and forums are not a match personality wise.
Yeah. Yeah, I did them too, and nope, I didn't like them either.
Hey, Fish Fam. Leathers are too easy. Okay, well.
Not for everybody.
No. No.
I think the only leather I got, yeah, I do have one, and it's tiny. I don't grow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
I think with toadstools, flow really matters.
Yeah.
And because you really have to keep detritus off of them, it collects between the polyps and it really can cause a lot of problems.
Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking to get one, but then they grow too big, and not yet. I can't do that yet.
Yeah. Mixed reefs, each tank looks different. Got that from a few others on YouTube. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's so true. You can try and set them up the same, but go look at you, Hector, with your Twin Cities.
Yeah.
The two tanks are similar, but really different.
But yeah.
Hey, Billy Pipes.
Billy.
Nice to see you. STL Reefer. Calypso, any SPS in your tanks? Bert Minshew wants to know.
A Monty, yeah. I do
Yep.
have a Monty right here. A Setosa. Let me put the lens and show you.
Yep.
And turn off the flow so you guys get to see them.
So for anybody who knows what this means, confetti is just as hard to get as the RMF Candyland. So I don't know what that means, but there you go.
So I got that Monty right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was trying to craft it, but they don't like each other.
Oh.
So the red one is growing on top of the green one.
Yeah.
And then the Setosa. And I believe that yellow one is a SPS too. I don't know what kind. Sometimes it's more yellow than green. Sometimes it's more green than yellow.
Is it really flat, like encrusting?
I think so. Yeah. Right now it looked kind of like a frag plug, because it wasn't a frag plug.
Yeah.
And it just encrusting. I mean, haven't encrusted the rock yet. It takes a long time to grow. I had that frag for forever.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at what I just found. My gold torch is knocked down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get my hands wet. Hold on.
Yep. Hey Mo's Nano Reefs. Mermaid's Reef also has like 14 frags of two different toadstools just from them tearing off, and she needs to sell them. So anybody in Michigan, hit her up. There we go. We'll have our online live stream frag swap.
Yeah, but I try SPS here. I mean, the only SPS I try in this tanks is the Montes, and they seem to be doing good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one started to grow now. Now I can see some growth finally.
Now you'll see your alkalinity start getting used up.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy Pipe says, "What's Hector doing next Saturday? I wonder."
Ah, you wonder what I'm doing next Saturday? Well, I got an invitation. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but it's I got an invitation. Nice. That's all you get to know.
We'll know. We'll find out after, right?
Yeah.
And Broke Reef Man, all this frag tops. I'm going to a frag swap on the 21st and hope to get some good ones.
Yeah, I don't need no more frags. I'm taking your advice on that. Just watch everything grow. Leave everything as it is right now. Probably all the frags I got in the frag tank, whatever I frag new, then get some credit in the store and get more
Yep.
stuff for the tank. And
Yep. Well,
yeah,
I took Montipora, 3 different kinds,
yeah.
and Xenia to the LFS today, and I got over $500 for it.
Wow, nice.
They're high-end Monties. There's Starburst,
Yep.
some big pieces of Season's Greetings, and Naughty Spiral. And
Nice.
I'll have a video coming out so you can see how I
Mhm.
butchered them when I did the trimming. But yeah, it's
Nice.
I kept them to heal for about a week and a half, and once they
Mhm.
all started growing over the edges and the cut parts, I took
Yep.
them in.
Nice.
So I've got a little stash now of store credit, and I'm really hoping to use it towards my next tank.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Nice.
we'll see. Tina
Yeah.
said, "Oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
No, you
Yeah, I'm
go."
probably gonna bring some of those frags to the new store they open over here because I think they need them. Since they
Yeah,
didn't have nothing when I went down there, so
sounds like it.
yeah.
Tina says she has a mixed reef, but if she had her way, it would be all LPS and leathers. Yeah.
Nice.
I wonder how much carbon you'd go through if you had leathers with LPS. Just because
Mm,
they, especially euphilia, they seem to be sensitive to those kinds of chemicals in the water.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I hardly use carbon in the tank, so unless I need to.
yeah. Hey, Chimp the Reefer is
Chip.
here. Oh, Tina's Reef wants to know where in Michigan you are, Mermaid's Reef. Near Grand Rapids, she says. You guys are way ahead of me. Bert says, Calypso, they look good. They like light, which is tricky in your tank, but possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe higher up or something because of the type of light.
Yeah. I mean, they're right on top right now, so
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, ATF, 2 in the back are weeping willows. Ooh, I want, like, are they the real weeping willows with the tentacles that flop over in the absence of flow? Because I've been looking for a true weeping willow, which is the one that Jake Adams talks about. That's what I know of anyway. And they're very, very, very hard to find. And the one that I have that I call RG Weepy Toadstool is not a weeping willow, even though the listing, the coral description said it was. But I still love it. It's very beautiful, and it's growing like crazy. So ATF in the house, we may need to talk because I'm allowed to bring soft coral over the border, and if I paid for shipping to Niagara Falls overnight, we could probably arrange for me to go and pick it up. So maybe we'll talk about getting about me importing a weeping willow. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, remember my vodka, Carlos? That cheap stuff is what I'm looking for. It worked well for me. I'm sure that's an inside joke. Myself, when I'm having reefing troubles, I drink gin. So
I just take a nap. I go to sleep and then wake up with a fresh brain and see what's going on.
yep. Bert Minshew wants to know what my highest end SPS is that I have. It's not an acropora because my acropora are all no name or things that I've named because they have no name. But it would have to be SPS would probably be my Starburst Montipora because that frag cost me $60 for the size of maybe it was an inch across.
Penny.
And yeah, it was pretty small. And that doesn't sound like much, but at the time you couldn't get a frag for under 150.
Wow.
And this is a guy I bought a lot of stuff from, so I was asking about it, and I said, well, tell you what, next time you knock off $50 worth of a piece, let me know and I'll get it. So anyway, he sent it to me. He was quite generous with the size, but that's
Yeah.
probably the highest end because after my tank crash, I really was afraid to try
Mm-hmm.
anything because it just
How fast does that one grows?
the
So
Starburst
fast?
Montipora.
Yeah.
Oh, really fast. It's
You
the big
see?
colony at the top, and that's I have had that for 4 years, I guess,
Yeah.
and it's been in this tank for almost 3 years, 2 years, and maybe 8 months.
Yeah.
And it started out as like no bigger than, I don't know, an egg. It was oval shaped.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Tina says she goes through a lot of carbon now. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, and STL's asking about the Cyphastria project. The Egyptian guy statue has the Hell's Gate Cyphastria on it, and that thing is actually spreading very well. It doesn't get enough light where it is. I don't have anywhere else I can put it. I'm hoping when I move it over into the holding tank along with the rest of what's in Mollywood, I can give it more light. Unfortunately, though, some zinnia touched it, and I now have a little tiny patch of zinnia growing near the bottom. So I may have to get the wire brush out and scrape it off because I really don't want it to get covered with zinnia. The other one that had the top knot of Party Crasher, the Party Crasher started to die. And I think it's because it was getting too much light because of the only place I had to put it was at the top. And if you look on the right-hand side of my screen here, I can never do this, right at my finger, that's the Party Crasher. I took it off the top knot of the statue, put it in this tank, the big tank, on the arch in the middle, and it is spread all over this whole area. And the Goniopora that's there has sort of killed back the whole front edge of it. So Goniopora are aggressive.
I know. I've been hearing that a lot.
Yeah, they are.
And I love them though. I like Ganis.
Yeah,
they're beautiful.
And you can see the little. I'm putting my finger on the screen to show you. I will never get the hang of this. But you can see the little tentacles coming out of this one here, the green at the top right. They do get really long, stringy tentacles that come out of their polyps, and they sting everything that's close by.
Yeah.
So they really are aggressive. So how did it come out? I didn't lose the Cyphastria on the one that didn't work out, and it's doing really well now. And the one that's still in the tank is holding its own. It is encrusting, but it could be better. So I'm hoping, and that's a long time ago. That's like 1.5 years or something when I did those. So yeah, that's the status of that. I probably should do an update or at least mention it in a video.
Yeah, the Ganipora is becoming one of my favorite corals right now.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Zoas and Ganis. And Montes. I always love Montiporas. I don't know why, but I love Montiporas.
Yeah.
The plating one.
Yeah.
I like the shapes, how they grow.
Yeah.
And Gorgonians and Duncans and Akins. All of them. No, but Ganiporas, I like them. I like it a lot.
I've got some encrusting chalices that are starting to plate.
Yeah.
Because they're running out of rock.
Okay.
So I'm debating. I have one called Devil's Eye, and it costs $80 for a frag the size of my thumbnail.
Wow.
But now it's about the size of an orange. It's kind of draped over the top of a rock, and it's starting to flare out at the bottom. So I'm kind of thinking I should maybe glue some pieces of rubble all around the bottom underneath there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then as it grows out, I can just break them off, and then I've take the pieces of rubble and glue them on a frag plug, and then I've got more frags.
Why you don't have enough space to glue a frag plug on it?
Nope.
No,
it's right in the bottom front, and the way the snails, the snails are just bulldozers.
Yeah.
ATF has his email on the screen right now, so anybody wants toadstools, he's in Southwest Connecticut.
Oh, so
So you,
he's here.
yep, yep,
Oh, I gotta take a drive then.
yep.
Whenever I need one.
Yeah, Jake Adams' Weeping Willow is really that's what first got me interested when I saw his
Yeah.
update. It's just amazing. Oh, good night, Skookum Chuck. Gotta go.
Cool, cool.
We'll see you next week. Mermaid's Reef says her tank is almost all leathers at the moment, and a few small frags of frog spawn that were the size of a dime 3 weeks ago. Wow. No new carbon for a month. So something's really good with the balance in your tank. That's awesome. Calypso, you know you hit that Bacardi Puerto Rican love rum. Yeah.
What is it? Don Cu? He knows what's that. Don Cu.
I tell you the best
No, I don't drink no more, man. I'm a good boy now.
best mojitos we ever had were from San Juan.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the bar, but oh boy.
Mojitos. Yeah,
Yeah.
they good. That's good. I like juicy drinks. Sangria, mojito,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
coquito, all those soft drinks.
Bert Minshew. I think I have. Oh, somebody just did a $5 super chat. Who was it?
Nice.
Useless Reefer. Thank you, Useless Reefer. I don't know where the comment went. Maybe it's a new one. Got to put it up on. Oh, there it is. Thanks for the company during maintenance night. You're welcome. Thank you for the super chat. It all goes into the pot so we can keep doing the live stream. So it's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, it's going good. The live streams are going good.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Today's March 7th, and the very first one was on December 7th.
December 7th. Wow.
Yep, and I have not missed any. There was one Saturday where I thought I was going to miss it, and I did an impromptu one. This was when we expected our
baby.
grandchild. Yep, and so I did an impromptu one after that. So yeah, and I can't believe how fast it's gone by, and we still have 28 people watching, and it's 11:07.
Wow. That's good.
It's like, where does the time go?
I know, right? Time. Oh my God, time flies so fast. The weeks are going like too crazy fast.
Yeah. Carlos has the Sunburst Monty for about a year, and it's 16-inch round circles. Oh yeah, it grows fast when it grows. And Carlos, does yours have the gold polyps on it? I have a grafted Sunburst that has gold and also like bright lime green polyps. Nice. And the guy that sold it to me, he told me it was a morph that was that had the occasional lime green polyp pop up, but it looks more to me like a graft because the skin under those green polyps isn't red like the Starburst. It's more of it's almost like a dark blue. It's really interesting. I'm hoping it grows out. That part of it is growing very, very slow on this particular piece. And it's been knocked around a few times. It got stung by torches and knocked on the sand. And now it's in Mollywood, just sitting on a frag rack where it's actually safe from marauding fish and being stung by coral and everything else. So hopefully it will be okay.
Yeah.
Chip 3 Reef STI. Hey, Reef STI. Bert, if this is the Carlos I'm thinking, you have a freaking insane awesome tank. Maybe I'm wrong. No, Bert, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, STL Reefer, thanks for the update. I've tried a few, maybe 20%. By that you mean Cyphastria? I have had Cyphastria come back from literally the dead, where I thought a whole patch was completely gone,
Yep.
One night looking with the UV light, I saw a tiny dot, and now that's a patch about the size of a dime of meteor shower, and that's
Mm-hmm.
taken about 6 months.
Yeah, my
Wh-
meteor shower, that happened to my meteor shower when I moved it out of the tank where it was. It turned completely purple and no polyps was showing whatsoever. You know what I did? I put it on the back of the tank where no light, no nothing, and it came right
Yeah,
back.
yeah. And
So,
I've got a video coming out about my Montipora fragging where I'll show the stuff that was living on the rock pillar underneath it.
yeah.
One of those things was a meteor shower
Mm-hmm.
that when I put
Wow.
it there, it was getting light, and then the
Mm-hmm.
Montipora grew, and then it wasn't getting light, and then I put the Orphec lights in, and now it's getting light again just from the Orphec 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And there's 2 areas that are about the size of a quarter, maybe a bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
also a Divine Mystic Sunset Monty, which is bright red with blue polyps, and
Mm-hmm.
it is encrusting all over the rock. Now it's finally growing again. And I
Yeah.
have a Jason Fox Sunset Stylochinelia, which has
Okay.
green skin and tiny yellow petal polyps with orange centers.
Oh, wow.
And when I was doing the reading about where to put this thing, it apparently does best in almost no light.
Yeah.
So where I put it was low light, and then it was in no light because of the Montipora.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's getting the Orphec light, and it's actually started to grow.
Wow.
And I
Nice.
thought I had lost it because I couldn't see any color, any polyp
Mm-hmm.
for the longest time, and now it's coming back. So it just with the Cyphastria, I would say try it in different spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I've
know,
been
because
reading a lot that they don't like direct light or too high in the
yeah,
in the rockwork,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that you don't need to put them. Well, I put one meteor shower in the top, and it started growing, but now it started going bad.
yeah,
So it was just a little tiny piece that I broke off on my frag. It's
yeah,
still there. It's still alive. So,
yeah, yeah.
but the part that is alive is the one towards the sides of the rock, and not whatever's on top of the rock. So it
So
might make
that's
it.
yeah, that's the light it wants.
Yeah, probably might make it now growing through the side of the rock.
Yeah. Hey, good night, GTA 5 vids. So nice pieces of Sammy. I'm not sure who that question is for. I still have a Gateway Arch figurine I'm going to try again. It's worth a try. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you can find, my biggest problem was finding a good spot on the figurine that I felt like the light would be able to reach as it grew.
Yeah.
And I think that's the hard part. I sometimes wonder if the ones that we've seen at shows were repositioned periodically so the light would hit the various areas to get it to spread. I don't know. Bert says he wants a red Gawny, but Flo would be crazy with Coral Warfare. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the red one I got is not doing that well. It's there, but
Well, you know, Hector, mine almost completely closed up for about a month,
yep.
and I was really worried about it. But then whatever happened, it came back, and now it's looking really good.
Well,
And
I heard earlier some of your formula, the mix of the salt.
yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna try that.
Yep. 30% Fritz Blue Box, 70% Tropic Marin Pro Reef.
Topic Mary. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna try that. Yeah, because sometimes, I mean, sometimes probably those are the things that are working, you know? You never know. I'm using the red box, but I bought the red. Well, I'm just trying to get rid of it so I could get back to the blue box. Because when I started using the red one, it was when I was keeping everything super high.
Yeah.
So now I brought it, around 9. I keep it at 8.9 or 9.1 around there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good night, Broke Reefer Man. Maybe see you next week. I don't know if you remember last week I was talking about my alkalinity going from 10.6 and dropping and I felt like it was probably around 7, and I tested it, and it was actually at 7.9. So it went from 10.6 to 7.9 in 2 weeks, and that was right when I did all the fragging.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything healed really fast. So I'm glad I didn't wait any longer to test, because then I was able to bring it up again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, mine. I mean, I'm using cold water in the RO, the reservoir, so it do not change that much. But since I
Yeah.
got, like, the other day when I did the water test, I had it, I think it was 8.9, and that salt mix, the alkalinity, I think it's around 10 to 11, I think it is. The red
Wow.
box. Yeah, it's really high. And I was scared. I said, man, it might go high too fast. So, but I waited. I waited like a day, I think it was, and it only went up 3 ppm, so it didn't went up that high.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. Trying to keep everything as stable as possible. Because when it was that high, what I did, I just started just doing a lot of visual in the tank, see where the coral seems more happy. And I find out around 9.3, 9.5, that's where everything looks super happy. So
Yeah.
that's what I try to keep. But now that I'm trying to chase that number, it just keep going either down
I know.
or higher. It just don't stay there.
It's so hard to keep it level, like just the same.
The same. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Tina. Thanks for coming in, and Sean's Fish Tanks, thank you for coming by. And Broker Reef Man, I think I said goodbye to you already. Lighting is so weird. Only certain shaped figures seem to work. Yeah, I would say that's probably true. The jury is still out on if mine is going to be successful or not.
What he's trying to do? Grow a cyphastra on a
Yeah, on a figurine, on a sculpture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen a lot of ones like that. They look nice.
Yeah. Calypso, it's crazy. They hate the highlight at first, but amazing how they adapt. He has a Favia thriving at 250 par.
Wow.
That's pretty high for Favia. Oh, listen to me talking par. Woo. I just go by what all you guys say and what's in videos that I watch.
Have you ever did that in your tank? The par readings?
No, but I own a par sensor.
Oh.
I've had it for 2 years.
Wow. And you haven't done it yet?
I haven't even taken the zip tie off of the coil of wire in the box. It's one that I have to hook up to my laptop and download the software. And I will do it one of these days. Because I'll tell you why. I have 2 Luxbird LED lights that I'm going to be putting over the 90 that I'm using as a holding tank.
Yep.
And in order to make sure I don't kill everything just because I'm messing up the light, I'm going to get the par readings on my current tank before I move everything.
Yeah.
So that I can set the Luxbirds up to provide the same types of par when I move it. Because I'll be moving intact, large structures with coral all over them.
Yeah.
So in the new tank, they should be relatively the same height.
Yeah.
Or I can get the lights at the right height, and I don't know. I haven't quite figured it all out yet. Yes.
So pretty soon, when you planning to do all that or move?
If our house deal goes through, we will probably be moving in December.
Nice.
It'll close in December because it's being built.
Oh, okay.
And
nice, brand new.
Yep, the tank is cycling right now. I had nice dark green ammonia tests last Monday, and I had about 5 parts per million or 0.5 of nitrite.
Yeah.
So the cycle's going forward.
Nice.
Yeah, and I've laid pieces of rock on egg crate on the bottom as placeholders so that when I bring my large structures over, I take the rock out, I put my structure in, so it won't be on top of the sand. It'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
on the bottom.
Suspended.
Yeah. So, yeah, it depends on how quickly the tank cycles.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
in a dark room with it's in a room that has no windows,
Okay.
and I don't have the lights on at all, so I'm not getting any algae or anything like that.
Yeah.
And once I see nitrate and I do a couple water changes, I'm going to be putting the lights on and moving the mollies in.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll probably start moving the loose pieces from the sand. Some of the more hardy things that aren't so sensitive. I don't think I'll move my Cinderina right away,
Yeah.
but I will probably move some acans and whatever's
Zoas.
loose. Yeah, maybe some zoas. Most of them are on rocks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
See the utter chaos. I'm pointing at the screen again.
Yeah, I see.
The other
Oh,
chaos. They're on an arch. And
Oh,
so
nice.
the Duncan is on that same arch,
Mm-hmm.
but it's underneath the branch that goes from the arch to a pile of rocks at the back.
Oh, okay.
So I think I have to actually break it off. I
Yeah.
don't think I can move it intact. And
Wow.
I'm not looking forward to that. It's really big now compared to when I put it there. So it's not going to be easy. And
No, yeah.
I'm a little afraid of what I'm going to lose.
Yeah, like, I mean, as long as you take all the precautions you're doing right now, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
You know, because you're doing things ahead of time, planning everything, you know. Not like I did, that I just, I said, okay, today, boop, let's just move everything.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
I can't do anything without a plan, and it's almost paralyzing sometimes.
Yes.
I'm such a procrastinator, and I honestly think it's just that I need to have a plan, and if I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to start, and I just keep putting it off. Hey, STL Reefer, glad you could come by. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Good night, Johnny. Glad you could come here. You got Orfec, so you are straight. You were smart. Orfec, yeah, my next build is going to be all Orfec.
I want to try those lights on the 40 breeder. I might try those lights.
It might interest you that there will be a test comparing Reefgrrl, Orfec, and Chinese black box.
Okay.
And somebody on Instagram, I'm not going to say any names yet because I don't know if it's public, but they are acquiring an Orfec light. They've already got the other stuff, and they have access to a spectrometer.
Oh.
So we're going to see what spectrum actually is output from these lights, because the Orfec gets near UV. It goes down to 400, maybe 380 nanometers. So it's not quite UV, but it's near UV, and that's one of the reasons I wanted it. And I tell you, well, I mean, look at the corals. Like they've just gone crazy.
I know.
They
I
love
seen
it.
the difference. Yeah, I see the difference.
Yeah, I put it. Well, I did that video about the things that I thought turbocharged my reef tank. And it's probably not just the light, but
no.
I think they have really, really helped.
Yeah, definitely. I think those are like the main components: light, flow, and the stability of the water.
Yep.
Once you got all that control, I think it's up to you. You know how you're gonna be feeding the tank and how much growth you want to get as fast you want to. You know.
Yeah. One of my Cinerinas closed up. Last week. It didn't open up at all, and it usually puts long feeding tentacles out at night, and it wasn't doing that. So I did some target feeding, and now it's come back. But it's just an example of, you look at it and you go, oh no, I hope that's not a symptom of a problem of something that's going to start happening. And to be honest, when I saw that was when I went, how long has it been since I tested? It was like 8 or 9 days since I tested. So just
wanted some food.
Oh, I think so. I really think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I noticed that with my Akins, even though I feed them, but I sometimes I think I don't feed enough, and they want more, so they be more fluffier, more big. And I notice when I feed them more, that's when they the most happier.
Yeah.
But sometimes you go also overfeed. When they start vomiting the food bag, and
Yeah. 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 Well, Billy Pipes, I mean, he's a great example of somebody that feeds with really good results. I just think you have to be sensitive and not overfeed. Just like if you have a little kid, if you're the Nona with a little kid and you force him to eat,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's not going to be happy.
Yeah, sometimes I see like how the tank reacts when I like, because I do target feeding probably once a week, if I remember. I do a lot of broadcast feeding,
Yeah.
just put a
Yeah.
pinch in the. But when I do feed, that's when I start seeing the corals reacting, coral growth.
Yeah.
When I do the target feeding,
Yep.
because now I'm target feeding each mouth, so
Yeah.
it creates like that reaction. Okay, we all fed. Now we can grow a little bigger.
Yep.
You
Yeah, I
know.
need to do more target feeding. I've started doing it with the Reef twice a week.
Yeah.
Instead of just dumping it in, I take the
Mm-hmm.
pipette and turn all the flow off
Yeah.
and just kind of fluff it near them.
Yep. Yep.
And then after, it takes me about 5 minutes because the pipette is very small.
Mm-hmm.
So after 5 minutes, they all have kind of like a little cloud all around them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I wait a couple more minutes and then I turn the power heads back on. And then about another 10 minutes, I turn the return pump back
The
on.
return pump.
And
Mm-hmm.
the Goniopora do need feeding.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's something I didn't know the first time I had one. And it did not survive. But I think now it was an Alveopora, which are a little
Okay.
harder to look after.
Harder to.
Yeah, they're a little more sensitive. Yeah. Good night, STL. Good night, Johnny Martinez. Thank you for coming by. I think I said this already. Hit the wrong button. Wanted to know how to donate to your show. If you want to, there's a button for super chat at the bottom of the chat stream. It's like a dollar sign, I think, like
Mm-hmm.
a big. I can't even remember what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a dollar
And
sign.
and then you just follow the directions. And hey, listen, every dollar helps. A dollar would be great.
Yeah.
You sometimes think about some fundraising campaigns like the Wikipedia. I always donate to Wikipedia because
Mm-hmm.
I use it a lot and
Yeah.
I appreciate that it's there and I imagine what it would be like not to have it.
Well, not to have it. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So, and even if it's the cost of a coffee,
Mm-hmm.
if
Mm-hmm.
everybody did it, pretty soon they wouldn't even have to ask. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
really does help. Oh yeah, Bert, Jim is going to do a test. Yes. Telegram. He Oh, did we lose you there and you come back, Hector? That was weird.
I both.
Oh,
I
crazy.
even got. Oh well, that was like when my tank went off, the light went off.
Oh, probably a Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah, but the light don't work with Wi-Fi.
Huh. Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah, it was the Pixie 30s and the Frag tank.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yes, follow Telegram on Instagram. Really interesting. He did a live video earlier. Was it last night, maybe, or tonight? I think it was tonight. And I wasn't able to join because I wasn't home.
Yeah.
But anyway, he does some really interesting stuff. He was on here last week or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
I think
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm losing track of time.
It happens.
Hey, Carlos, my favorite reef girl. Thank you for the stream. Calypso, see you soon. Good night, reefers.
See you, brother.
Thanks, Carlos. Nice to see you. One of these days we'll get to meet in person. Later, Carlos.
Yeah, he made me feel special in Reef Palooza when I went because I never seen him in person. So he goes behind my back. Oh, Calisto's Reef.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know me.
Yeah. I've had people come
That's
up to
where
me.
I met him.
Yeah, because they probably recognize your voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because that video that I made one time talking crap about somebody, but I deleted it. So yeah, that video back then, because I didn't feel right what that person did. You know, like
Yeah.
if you like I say, if you don't agree with what the other person is doing in their channel, just go to their DM and DM them. You don't gotta make a video. But then again, I did the same thing she did, so I felt stupid afterward. I say, you know what? Because somebody messaged me nasty. He said, "Oh, you there talking blah 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 blah," but there you go doing the
Yep.
same thing. Shit. I said, "Oh, damn, he's right. Hold on." I think
Yep. Yep.
it was the girl's boyfriend. Oh man, I said, "No, you know what? I don't want no drama. So let me just
No.
delete that video."
No, I walk around the house in circles ranting when I want to complain about something and
Right?
get it out of my system.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's so much to say, but sometimes that can get you in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah,
Carlos, I introduced him to Greg
yeah,
Carroll,
yeah.
Mr.
He
Palooza.
did.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I met Greg at Reefapalooza in Chicago. Like, what a nice guy. He took me around to, because we were talking about something, and I said, "Oh, yeah, I was looking for blah, whatever it was." And he said,
Mhm.
"Well, I'll take you right there." So, yeah, he
Yeah,
was,
nice guy. Really
yep,
nice guy.
very, very nice. Great host.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I didn't know him. And he go, "You know who this guy is?" Carlo goes, "You know who this guy is?" I said, "Nope." I don't know. He's the one that created Reefgrrl. So,
Wow,
oh, really? Oh, I didn't know.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should probably stop. It's 11:30. Maybe I need to run these from 9 to 11:30 so
That's
people can
perfect.
stop in.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Gotta
Yeah,
walk.
Carlos needs to come on next week,
I think so.
right?
I think he does.
Show some goodies.
Yep. Yep. Get the flashlight out. Do like Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the blue reef bright thing with the round circle of blue lights and show us
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
going on.
At
Or
night,
do
yeah. That'd be
or
fun.
or do like I do, shine the flashlight straight down above all the sticks and video all of the polyps out.
Polyps, yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Is that like is it the mostly the SPS is the one that does that,
Yeah,
right? Like put the
yeah,
polyps out at night.
yeah. Solitary polyps like Scolimia and the Cinerina, um, Symphilia, they'll do it
Okay.
as well, but not the same way as the SPS are like little threads that come
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And the one that I'm calling RG Carpet Bomb has neon green thready polyps.
Nice.
They're like toxic, like fluorescent green. It's really, really cool.
Nice.
And that's when you see the flow that you have. When those things
Mm-hmm.
are out waving around
Yeah.
all over the place. Yeah.
Nice.
I wonder if I have a picture of that in my green screen stuff. Let me just look. Yeah, I don't think I have a good photo of it. Just this one. If you look in the far upper left corner, beside, no, I'm going to try and point this
That way.
way.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That one.
Oh, that is a yellow millie. Above that is the one I'm
Yep.
talking about. Not a very good picture. But anyway,
The one right next to that one looked like it got all the polyps out. Right? The third one. Between the green one and the one that you were just pointing out.
yeah, the yellow millie at the bottom.
Yeah. No, the one in more
Where's
more
my
to
finger?
your more. The other one.
This
No.
way?
Yeah, that way. The other
That
way.
one there?
The
Yeah,
other
that's
way. The other way.
the other way. Oh, this one here? This
Yeah, that
long,
one. That one.
that's a purple tort.
Oh, okay.
And
I
that
love
thing
those.
it has insane polyps on it. They're
Yeah.
absolutely crazy. And speaking of Cyphastria, wrong finger. Look at this.
Wow.
That's the red Cyphastria.
Wow, beautiful. I like those corals a lot too.
I think encrusting corals are underrated because people don't know how to frag them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they look at it and they think, well, how can I make a frag of that?
Yeah.
And I just look at it and go, I want that all over my rocks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then right above my head, you can see
The red gunny.
the red Ghani there.
Beautiful. Yeah, mine. I don't know what's going on with it. They just probably don't like the tank. I mean, it's looking better where I put it now, and the new rock arch right there in the tank. And the other one too that I want to have in the frag tank is loving that spot right now.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just have to move it around.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding out. A lot of corals. It all depends where you place them.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, sometimes you go by what people say and their suggestions where to put them, but every tank is different.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Hey, useless reefer. Gotta go. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. And I guess really I should stop talking and say goodbye to everybody because it's been a great stream. Lots of interesting stuff to talk about.
Yeah, the last thing that happened to me real quick this week, I bought a bottle of bacteria.
Yeah.
And this thing was bad. I don't know if it's supposed to smell.
Some of them do.
But really bad. That they would stink the whole house.
Like sulfur?
This one smelled like poop.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and it had a lot of like gunk collected on the bottom.
Oh.
The bottle was clear. It was what was it? Micro lift.
Oh, really? Okay, micro lift.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to use that stuff. Yeah, I used to use that stuff in my freshwater tanks when we did a big water change and a big cleanup. And yes, it stinks. It's awful stuff.
Yeah, but do it collect gunk in the bottom or no?
I always used to shake it up. I never really looked at it.
Oh, well.
So yeah, you are supposed to shake it. Did it distribute itself again? Like, did you shake it?
Yeah, I did, and they just stay there, like big pieces. Yeah. So
then there's something off with that.
Yeah, and it had a date, like an expiration date or nothing. So I just brought it back to the store, and I grabbed this one now. This one just to try. Oh, where am I? Right here. I'm having the same problem.
I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah, this is the one that make the salt water they be selling at Petco already made.
Oh, okay.
So Imagitarium, something like that. I don't know if you've seen it before.
No.
Yeah. So I'm just trying. This one now and see if it works.
Right. Oh, good.
Yeah.
You'll have to let us know in a video.
Yeah, I want to see if it works because I'm planning to remove all those rocks out of the sump, and this is gonna come in handy.
Yeah, you're gonna need something like that.
Yeah. So we'll see.
All right. Good. Well, thanks, Hector.
Yeah, no problem.
Been nice talking to you again.
Always, like always.
Yeah. Good. Bye, everybody.
See everybody in the next one.
Yep. Yeah. Good night, all.
All right,
bye. Well, now, thanks so much to everyone who came along tonight, in the studio, in the chat, and watching. And to those of you who are watching the replay, thank you too for sticking around to the end. I hope you'll join me for next week's live stream, Saturday night, March the 14th at 9 p.m. Eastern. Have a great week.